springtime, summer's here. So we've all been pretty busy. We just, about a month and a half ago, rode Hatfield and McCoy for about 5 days. And aside from, being expensive, it was a lot. It's a lot for us. It's an 8-hour drive down, 8-hour drive back. So all our guys have some stuff going on. A lot of our guys do a lot of contracting, especially in the summertime. So it's hard for them to get out. But we're out today. I got 4 guys today, including myself, so I really have 3. And we're riding a property that is part of famous Redding Outdoors here in eastern Pennsylvania called Tower City. I've never ridden Tower City. 2 of the guys that are with us have never ridden Tower City, so it's going to be pretty cool to see what this site has to offer. I hear it's not very big. I know our buddy Mike over with the Beaten Trail did a review on Tower City probably about 6-7 months ago, a little closer to wintertime. And, he says, some nice trails. I'm anxious to see how it is. We're hoping to ride all of this property today. The video is going to be, snippets of it. I'm going to try to, talk a little bit during the ride. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me over my exhaust, because my exhaust tends to be a little bit loud. We're going to try to stop. We'll take some pictures. I'll get some commentary with the guys and go from there. So stick around. This is Tower City, famous Redding Outdoors, located off of Gold Mine Road in Tower City.
So as we leave the parking lot, you're on mostly trails that are somewhat dirt, more, the brown dirt type trails, mud, some rocks, some puddles, a lot of forestry. There's a lot of green, some, the ferns. You'll see through some of these trails. We did run into, a couple deer while we were riding the lower part of the property. Now, when you head up towards the upper part of the property, it has a more coal feel on the trails. They're more out and back trails, so to speak, kind of like rail trails. And I'd like to say that I think the guys enjoyed more of the lower part of the property with the riding and crisscrossing through the trails. There's a lot of rocks on these trails. There was a lot of logs down that we were crossing. It just had a more forest riding feel to it versus the coal bed out and back trails, which you'll see coming up in the video.
Says,
Go ahead, Preston.
I'm about to do something stupid.
Yep. That looks like a fun hill. Holy shit, look at that. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Got a lot of rocks on it.
Yeah.
If it didn't have the rocks, I wouldn't fucking care so much.
Damn. It's an awesome view.
That is a cool view.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Getting quite a nice path.
All right, go down there.
A little further down, we're gonna go up to the right.
I do now.
I gotta pee.
We're at the top of that little waterfall.
Yeah.
Good thing.
You alright?
Yeah. Now Sal's gonna go pee.
Mountain's taking the lead. You drink down here, I'm gonna go up here.
Somewhere.
Alright, here we go.
Two-wheel drive. Two-wheel drive.
of the trails. So what's your opinion of Tower City?
Not a
Preston?
fan just yet.
No.
Nah, it's too small.
It's got an Ashland
Doubles
North
back
feel.
A lot of it ends real soon. That you don't know.
Yeah, it's like,
It's a lot of doubling back.
yeah, yeah. John? Same thing?
I'm new at this. I don't see any towers.
He's new at this.
I don't know what they call it, Tower City. Where's the towers at?
Yeah, where's the hill climbs? What do you think about it, John?
Not bad. I was hoping it would be like the old Tower City with a bunch of freaking big hills.
I don't think we're at the same spot.
No, we're
Yeah,
not.
I don't think we're at the same spot. A lot of rocks. Fun rocks. I mean, we hit some challenges there. What's scary is where it's overgrown in the middle, and if there's something there like a stump or a rock, you won't see it. And then you'll slam it. How many times have you bottomed out?
A couple times.
Yeah.
I heard it a couple times behind him. I heard him bottom out.
That's
I was
why
like, oh, I'm going this way.
this thing's got so much ground.
I know. Well, I put a 2-inch lift on this also, so yeah.
I'm sorry, we don't all have money like you.
Yes, Al.
New quads, new lifts, new shocks, you know.
You're a pool too,
That's
right?
right, never mind. It's
You got
not
a
who
pool,
you
you got a
know.
pool.
I just got a pull.
It's not who you know. That's right, I forgot.
That was my wife's pull. That's not my pull. The 600 is a great machine. It really is.
I like it.
It's a great machine. Until you put another full-size adult on it, then it's like,
What's the definition of full-size adult?
an adult, not a
I'm
teenager.
an oversized adult.
Not a teenager that's the size
you're
of
an
Mac.
extra full size.
I'm an extra full-size adult?
Yeah.
We're 2 size.
I'm not.
We just rode Tower City, and I asked the guys what they thought. Preston wasn't overly impressed. John Buffa, well, he likes to say he's new at this, so he had no comment. Grizzly John, he was liking it. I, on the other hand, was kind of up in the air. Not very big. And if you go back and watch the review, the beaten trail left, you know, he says it's not a very big property. It's not. But, you know, there are some decent switchbacky kind of climbs that you take. You know, it's interesting. It's a rocky, a lot of rocks. There are some long out and back trails, you know, that go on for probably about 3/4 of a mile. They seem to feel like old railroad beds, so to speak. But then when you're down into the thick of it, and you know, there's some rocks. We had fun. I mean, we did. You know, we did there's some decent rock crawling up there. You got to be careful, because if it's overgrown, like when you're running down like an old trail and like the tire tracks are beat in, and there's growth in the middle, you got to watch, because there could be rocks, big rocks in the middle of that growth. We even came across the tree stump, and that'll ruin your day if you're on, you know, a lower ATV or even a dirt bike. There was a lot of single track, and we expected to see that. There were 3 dirt bikes there all day. We pretty much had the whole place to ourselves. Parking lot is very small. Might be able to get maybe 10, 12 trucks in there. But if you start packing trailers in there, it's going to get really tight. So you got to be aware of that. So if you're going with a big group, just be prepared. It's going to be a little snug. What else? We came to a couple trails that we had to turn around. Actually, we ended up going across the street from the main area. It looked like there was a really big loop that ran across the street on the other side of Tower City property. However, we were riding the trail. OnX Off-Road was showing green, and we came to a dead end of nothing but overgrowth. And it was in a pretty nasty spot. Like, there was no way we could have, you know, cut over and tried to, you know, blaze our own trail to try to stay on the trail, at least on what OnX was showing, or OnX was showing. So, you know, we started riding probably around 9 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock now, and I say we stopped overall probably about an hour overall. You know, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, you know, half hour for lunch. and it's 1 o'clock. So you figure, 9, 10, 11, 12. We rode for about 3 hours, and we rode the whole property. As a matter of fact, we went back. As a matter of fact, we went back and backtracked over a couple trails also. So it's not a bad place. I say check it out. It's worth seeing if you're a Famous Redding member. You paid for it, right? So, Famous Redding now has, I think it's 6 properties that you can ride. Burma, Darkwater, Ashland North, Ashland South, Locust Gap, and Tower City. So, now I will say, I don't think this is the Tower City that everybody used to hit back in like the 80s, 90s. The way I understand it, that riding area was like hills and, coal hills and whatnot. We didn't see any of that. So I think this is a property that Famous Redding has or acquired or has always had. And because it's located in the area or vicinity of the town called Tower City, I guess that's why they call it Tower City. But it didn't look like I don't know what would have attracted all my buddies back in the 80s with like the Tri-Zs, the Ducatis, the Banshees to come up here, because it doesn't look appealing for those type of machines, for a 2-stroke quad or a 2-stroke 3-wheeler. So it's still worth checking out. Like I said, we rode it for about 3 hours. We were all on utility quads, as you can see from the video. None of the machines had any issues. They ran great. So yeah, if you're a Famous Redding pass holder, you owe it to yourself to at least see all the properties that Famous Redding has. One of my favorites still is Ashland North. I just love Ashland North. I don't know why, but I'm also starting to like, it's kind of a toss-up of even between Burma and Darkwater. Darkwater, the nice thing about Darkwater is you can ride down to the town of Minersville. You can get something to eat, you can get gas, you can wash your 4-wheeler, whatever, your machine. But I'm not a big fan of Locust Gap. I'm not a big fan of Ashland South. So anyway, that's my opinion. So drop your opinion in the comments below. Let us know what you think of all the properties of Famous Redding Outdoors, and rate them. All right. If this video was helpful, please give us a like, throw us a subscribe, share it out. We appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.
Right.